Hi guys, this is Jim Stuo and we are back again for another video, and this time mag-unbox and magre-review tayo ng mechanical keyboard, and this is the mechanical keyboard from Makinik, which is the Makinik K500 mechanical keyboard. So I really don't know kung bakit nila ginawang ganito, hindi naman nila kasalanan, pero I really hope na gandaan nila yung packaging next time, kasi pangit talaga pag ganito yung packaging guys, sira-sira na and mag-overthink ka na baka sira din yung mechanical keyboard. But again, hindi naman siya sira kasi trinay ko muna before ko i-video dito. By the way, this keyboard is only 1,900 pesos, so below 2K siya. And titignan natin kung sulit ba talaga yung pera nyo dito sa mechanical keyboard. So without further ado, let's unbox this and review. So, let's go! So let's open this Makinik K500 mechanical keyboard. So inside the box, there's the mechanical keyboard, which is i-review natin. Then the USB Type-C with an L shape, the switches and the keycaps puller and the switch puller. Yun lang guys. Honestly, yun lang talaga. So once again, this is the Makinik K500. Wow, look at this color guys. Napakaganda ng color combination niya. Meron siyang accent ng cyan, gray and white. Honestly, hindi ko alam kung gray to or whatsoever eh. So, nandito rin pala yung user's manual and the warranty card. Meron din warranty card dito. For my first impression, magaan siya for its size. As you can see, may numpad pa siya. Pero, kaya mo lang siyang buhatin ng isang kamay, which is lahat naman, pero ito magaan talaga. And also, this is a detachable mechanical keyboard. So, if you want a portability, then this might be one of the cheapest portable na pwede nyong dalhin sa mga office or any destination na pwede nyong puntahan. For the specification, this keyboard is a 90% mechanical keyboard. It also has a PBT keycaps, USB Type-C wired, hot swappable, and blue switch yung pinili ko. Meron din siyang 20 types of RGB backlit and anti-ghosting key. So basically, yung specs niya is decent for under 2,000 pesos. So, not bad. Maganda yung ergonomic and comfortability niya guys. Hindi siya ganun kataas compare sa other keyboards, and pataas siya. And as you can see, meron din siyang kickstand here, kaya maganda yung ergonomic feels niya. So basically, if you're looking for a compact, full mechanical keyboard na hindi nyo naman kailangan yun, basically this is really one of the best kasi medyo compact siya and maganda na yung design niya compare sa mga full mechanical keyboard na sobrang hirap dalhin if ever man gusto mo ng portability. As I said kanina, this keyboard is a 90% layout, so unlike sa mga full mechanical keyboard, this keyboard doesn't have a knob cluster o yung mga insert keys, end keys, or mga print screen. Basically, nandito pa rin ang mga importante such as this arrow keys, the F keys, and the numpad. So wala naman kayong problema masyado doon. Hindi naman talaga nawala yung mga knob cluster. It's just that kailangan mo lang pindutin yung function keys and yung mga selected na mga keys na meron doon. The switches I got is blue switches since it's been a while since I last posted the mechanical keyboard na may blue switches and gusto ko ulit matry. But if ever man nang ayaw nyo ng blue, meron namang red switches and brown switches na available. And if ever man na gusto nyong palitan yung switches, don't worry because this keyboard is a not swappable mechanical keyboard. Personally, I do not recommend the stock keycap puller. Ito yung ginagamit ko talaga guys, and if ever man na meron kayong ganito, ito yung gamitin nyo to prevent damage sa keycaps nyo. So if ever man na gusto nyo mag-change ng switches and keycaps, ito muna ang gawin nyo. First one is tanggalin nyo tong keycaps dito. Ayan. So, next one is ito. So, all you need to do is ilagay nyo tong dalawa nito dito sa magkabilang dulo. Then, hilain nyo lang ng daan-daan guys. Ayan. So, this is a not swappable for 3-pin sockets lang. So, basically, yung mga Otimo or mga Gateron na nabibili Shopee, yun lang yung compatible dito since it's not a 5-pin hot swap. It's only a 3-pin hot swap. Next is the RGB. But before that, i-on muna natin and papakita ko sa inyo ano yung default settings niya. So, ito yung magpapakita sa inyo, rainbow color. And surprisingly, I really love this kind of color. Hindi siya ganun kalakas and hindi din siya ganun kahina. Saktong-sakto lang siya na hindi sumasakit yung mata mo pag walang other lights. So, if ever gusto nyong palitan yung color nito, don't worry. Pwede nyong palitan through manual. So, FN control lang and FN alt. Pero if ever man na tinatamad kayo magganyan, meron din RGB software. As you can see, meron siyang tatlong profile, meron din siyang macro editor, and pwede mong palitan yung color dito kung ano yung gusto mo. Meron fix, respire, rainbow, flash away, raindrops, anything na meron dito, basta for as long as meron dito. Meron din siyang music mode. So if ever you want to parang nag-enjoy ka sa music, then you want na sumasabay yung color, then don't worry, meron din ito. So pwede ka rin pumili ng other colors dito kung ano yung gusto mo. And according to the description, meron siyang 16.8 million LED colors. So almost every color meron na dito if ever man na gusto mong bilhin tong mechanical keyboard na to for the lighting. And if ever gusto nyo edit yung mga macros nito, meron din siyang macro editor dito. So dito nyo na lang ilagay yung mga keylist nyo and ano yung gusto nyo ilagay na macro. So if ever gusto nyo rin makita yung lighting effects, so next is the overall aesthetics of this Makinik K500. So as you can see, yung keycaps niya is meron siyang 3 different colors which is white, gray, and cyan. The color of the keycaps are really one of the best sa budget kasi it's a PBT keycaps, meaning matagal siya magpe-fade if ever man nagamitin nyo siya ng mas matagal. And kung tatanungin nyo ako, I really like this kind of keycaps, especially in stock. Next one is the USB Type-C slot, and as you can see, nasa gilid siya or nasa left side siya na mechanical keyboard na to. And meron siyang detachable cable na pwede mong i-connect if ever man na gusto nyo i-connect sa different devices. So, I'm not complaining by the way, pero mas prepared ko talaga nandito since hindi naman ako fan ng mga L-shaped na USB Type-C. Pero okay na din siya. Next one is the body, and this is what I really prepared for a mechanical keyboard. Hindi kasi talaga ako fan ng mga floating keycaps design, yung nakikita yung mga switches dito sa baba. So next one is the build quality of this Makinik K500. And yung ginamit na material dito is purely plastic, so wala siyang other materials na ginamit. And also magaan siya, since wala naman siyang battery and it's a wired version naman ng mechanical keyboard, so wala naman issue dun. Wala rin ako naririnig na mga quicks or mga cracks na maririnig nyo always sa mga budget keyboard. So, it's a plus points for me. Lastly is the switches. So, yung napili ko is blue. And personally, hindi talaga ako fan ng blue. Dati lang, nung mga unang times na nagkaroon ako ng mechanical keyboard. Pero blue yung kinuha ko ngayon kasi gusto ko lang i-try ulit. And ito yung sound test ng blue switches nito. I'm not really sure kung Optimo switches yung ginamit dito. Pero for a blue switch, it's not bad actually. Hindi siya ganun kaingay and hindi rin ganun siya ka-crunchy masyado. It's perfect for me kung if ever man na blue switch yung piliin nyo. Overall, this Makinik K500 mechanical keyboard is really good for its price for only 1,900. And I'm really sure na may mga discount pa yan for a sale event sa mga Lazada and Shopee. Doon na lang kayo bibili if ever mas gusto nyo. Pero konti lang naman yung difference eh. I really love the color theme of the keycaps, which is may cyan, may gray, may white. Pero sana meron din silang other options for neutral colors such as black and white. Layout of this keyboard is really good. Honestly, it's rare na makakita kayo ng mga 90% mechanical keyboard under 2,000 pesos. Ang nakikita ko lang na meron ganito is the RK100, which is nasa 2,800 to above. So basically mahal yun. I really love the overall body and frame of this mechanical keyboard. Then guys, napaka-underrated ng design ng likod niya. As you can see here, parang meron siyang wave and meron din siyang other design dito. I'm not really sure kung matanggal, hindi. Hindi siya matanggal guys. Pero tignan nyo guys, maganda diba? Overall, if you're looking for an all-around mechanical keyboard under 2,000 pesos, maganda sa workstation, good for productivity, good for gaming, and okay na din yung comforts niya, especially on the budget price. So this is the Makinik K500 and I really recommend this one kung hindi naman kayo naghanap ng mga wireless keyboards. So that's it guys. If ever man na may gusto pa kayong i-question or tanungin about this mechanical keyboard or about sa akin, i-comment nyo lang dyan kung ano man yung mga gusto nyo tanungin. And peace yo. That's it.